podcast episode number 1. How has the coronavirus affected all of us? So today I'm with my buddy,
Tazim Khan.
and today we're gonna be asking him 5 questions about the coronavirus and his experience to coronavirus, and we're gonna be interviewing him. So let's get started through the podcast. All right, Tazim Khan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alright, so the first question that I have for you is, how has your routine changed before and after COVID-19?
So before when the pandemic hit, I used to wake up early, go to school, and have fun and socialize and have social interactions. But after the pandemic hit, I was like basically sheltering in my house, quarantine basically, because now the COVID spikes is happening a lot. Like I feel like a lot of people getting sick, so we have to sheltering basically for safety purposes. So now I have remote learning, so I have to wake up like a little bit late than how I usually wake up before, because remote learning took like 2 or 3 hours late.
Thank you so much for sharing. Again, I agree with you totally. So the second question that I have for you, Tazim Khan, is how did COVID-19 help you get in touch with your inner self? Like your inner self, meaning like with your mind and stuff. Like how did you actually get in touch? Like what did you do to create that inner peace in your mind?
Well, when the pandemic hit, right, I was, like for me, like I was like concerned or something. Like I was concerned because I was worried something's gonna happen. Like I take education seriously, by the way, so I was concerned. I was like really concerned, really scared, and I was like kind of shocked. But one thing that changed me is that when I first opened a YouTube channel, because I want to have some type of social interaction with my fans, my viewers, and I want to make things fun as possible.
Thank you so much. So, I totally agree with you. COVID-19 has been really worse. It's been killing a lot of people, and more death is coming. And I hope that we manage to beat this COVID-19 and get vaccine. Alright, so your third question that I have for you is, how have you dealt with your struggles during the pandemic? Have you overcome stress during this pandemic, and like how have you deal with this struggle?
So now we have remote learning, so like I feel like remote learning was really hard for me, and it was a struggle for me because I'm basically sheltering my room and looking at the computer screen for 7 or 8 hours, and I feel like I forgot all the skills that I've learned, and I feel like like the teacher's not doing enough job to support, because now we're separated. And yeah, so like I feel like remote learning is a struggle for me, because like I never had any experience of remote learning.
Thank you so much, Tazim Khan, again, and I'm really happy that you're here today. So, your fourth question that we have for you is, what are some new hobbies or interests that you developed through the pandemic?
When the pandemic hit, I first opened a YouTube channel because I feel like this is the only way I could, social interact with people with the virtually. And I opened a YouTube channel because I want to entertain people, make people have fun during quarantine time, because I feel like people is not gonna have anything to do during these times. Cause like before a pandemic hit, people will be going outside, relaxing and stuff. But now when we're sheltering in our homes, right? I feel like YouTube channel is the best option, because you can make videos, we can like do something fun during quarantine time.
Thank you so much. I also do YouTube. We started at the same time. YouTube. We both started YouTube channels, and I'm pretty sure plenty of people started YouTube channels just to cope with quarantine and how boring it is. Alright, so the fifth question that I have for you, my buddy Tazim Khan, is, how has the pandemic changed your values or morals? What new values did you develop? How did it change?
So during school, I used to be quiet and stuff. Like I used to not be that much enthusiastic than before. But now since I'm doing remote learning, like I feel like I'm kind of changing my values, because now I'm being a little bit enthusiastic, a little bit participating a little bit more than before.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you came to this podcast today. Do you want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah. Thanks for having me for this podcast. It's my great honor.
First interview done. I felt really nice learning more about the pandemic. Thank you so much that we were here today.